Hello everybody out there in Math Land. Today for the lesson, we will have the last lesson of chapter 15, which is same area, different perimeters. This is actually the last math lesson of the book, so congratulations, you have made it to the end. Okay, we're actually going to go to page 706, and that is where our first example is. All right. We are going to find the area and the perimeter of this rectangle, which they're calling rectangle A, and then we're going to draw a different rectangle that has the same area, and then figure out which rectangle has the lesser perimeter, so smallest space around it, okay? For this first one, we remind ourselves that area is length times width. In other words, this number times this number. 2 times 6 is right here. That means 12 feet. But because it's area, we say square feet. Okay? Now, for perimeter. Perimeter is calculated differently. For perimeter, you have to remember that if this is 6, this is also 6. And if the left side is 2, then the right side is also 2. Now you have to add up all those sides together. So the formulas are different. They're not the same. So we have to add up all those numbers. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 and 6 is 14. 14 and 2 is 16. And because it's not area, it's just feet, not square feet. Now let's go over here. Now we have to draw something that when you multiply the sides times the length, it will equal 12. It has to be the same area. So I know that 3 times 4, 3 times 4, so 3 on the side, 4 on the top and bottom. 3 times 4 will equal 12 square feet, just like the one on the left. But now the perimeter will be different because you add up 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 and 3 is 10, 10 and 4 is 14 feet. So this one has 16 feet around, this has 14 feet around. So which one of these two has lesser perimeter? 14 is less than 16, so rectangle B has the lesser perimeter. Now let's go up here. It says find the area and the perimeter of rectangle A. Draw a different rectangle that has the same area. Which rectangle has the lesser perimeter? All right, let's do it. So for this one, the area is this times that. So 6 times 6, meaning 36 centimeter square, or square centimeter. For the perimeter is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Okay, that would be 24 centimeters. Now we need to find two other numbers that multiply, give me 36. 4 times 9 is one of those numbers. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 4 on the side. So here's 4, here's 9. So for the area, it'll be 4 times 9, 36 square meters, or square centimeters like the last one. But the perimeter will be different, because look, 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 9, which equals 26 centimeters. See how they're different? Even though the same area is here, the perimeter is different. So which one has the lesser perimeter? This is 24, this is 26. 24 is less, so that's rectangle A. Next page. We're going to have similar instructions. We're going to say find the area and the perimeter of rectangle A, then draw a different rectangle that has the same area, and which rectangle has the lesser perimeter. Here we go. So for the first one, area 10 times 2 equals 20. 1 second. Square inches. For the perimeter, 2 plus 10 plus 2 plus 10, that'll equal 24 inches. Wrote it in the wrong blank here. I'm going to erase it. Cool. Okay, over here. So now I have to come up with other two numbers that multiplied give me 20. 4 times 5 also gives me 20 square inches. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 5. So perimeter will be 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5. That's 18 inches. So which one has the lesser perimeter? 18 is less, so rectangle B. Right here, same instructions. So area 4 times 2 is 8 square meters. For perimeter, 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. So that's 12 meters. For this one, what other two numbers combined give me 8? Well, 1 times 8 gives me 8. See how these two have to be the same? The areas always has to be the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. 1 times 8. So the perimeter is 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8. That equals 18 meters. Which one has the lesser perimeter? 12 is less than 18, so rectangle A. All right, the perimeter of a blue rectangle is 10 feet. The perimeter of a green rectangle is 14 feet. Both rectangles have the same area. Find the area and the dimensions of each rectangle. Okay, so blue perimeter when added all together is 10. And then for the green rectangle, the perimeter is 14. So this is, I'm going to call this blue, call that green. Both of them have the same area, okay? So that means that the blue one has to be 3 times 2, because that would equal 10. 3 times 2, so that's an area of 6. And for this one to have an area of 6, it has to be, when multiplied together, 1 and 6. Because now, 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 6 is 14, but the area is still 6. So different areas with same areas, different perimeters because of the dimensions. Okay, almost there. Last page. 1 second. There we go. You have 40 square patio bricks that are each 1 foot long and 1 foot wide. You want to make a rectangular patio with all the bricks. How long and wide should you make the patio so it's the least possible perimeter? Okay, so here's the way to do it. Let's think of all the numbers that when you multiply them, they give you 40. 1 times 40, 2 times 20, 4 times 10, 5 times 8, okay? When you add up all these, instead of multiplying them, let's see which one gives me the smallest number. This would be 41 if you add them both together. This would be 22 if you add them both together. This would be 14 if you add them both together. And this would be 13. You see how this is the lowest number? That means that the lowest possible perimeter that this is going to have is 5 feet long, 8 feet wide. Or actually, 8 and 5 right here. 8 feet long, 5 feet wide. The area would still be 40, like they're telling you in the problem, but the perimeter would be the smallest one, because when adding the sides together, that would be your smallest amount. Your friend has 16 square foam tiles that are each 1 foot long and 1 foot wide. He wants to make a rectangular exercise space with all his tiles. How long and wide should he make the exercise space so that it has the least possible perimeter? Same thing, but now it's 16. What numbers multiplied together give you 16? 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4. All right. When you add these together, it gives you 16. When you add these together, they give you 10. When you add these together, it gives you 8. So this is the least possible perimeter. It would be 16 because you would do this twice. So it's 4 feet long by 4 feet wide. That's the answer. Okay, over here. You and your friend each use fencing to make a rectangular playpen for a puppy. See right there. Each pen has the same area. Your pen is shown. Your friend's pen uses less fencing than yours. Draw one way to your friend could make her pen. So 2 times 9, that's 18. So you have to find other numbers that multiplied give you 18. That when added together, it would be a smaller number. Okay? So for 18, that would be 1 times 18, we can use 2 times 9, and then there's 3 times 6. If we do 3 and 6, I did this backwards, and you added these together, because right now 2 and 9 make 11, 11 and 11. This is a perimeter of 22, but this perimeter is actually 18, because 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 6 is 18. This is lesser of a perimeter, less fencing. So these are the dimensions that you could use to make it smaller. Your cousin makes a playpen for a puppy. His pen has the same area as your pen. Your cousin's pen uses more fencing than yours. Draw one way he could make that happen. Then the 1 by 18, because that will be more, because it would be 1 and 18. It would be 38. This is 18. This is 22. This one would be 38, be bigger. So these are the dimensions of your cousin's playpen. I know this can be a little bit confusing, so I want you to look at my problems as many times as you need to in order to do the questions in the homework. Make sure an adult checks your homework before you get started, before you submit it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.